Good evening. We have the leadership team from Alliance Credit Union gathered here, and we're going to talk about some of our successes over 2024 and vision cast for 2025. 2024 was a year of expansion and growth for Alliance.
2024 was another exciting year for Alliance. We had another year of membership growth of roughly 10%, which we've now been achieving for probably the last 4 years. Of course, we've grown in our physical presence. We've got offices in Amarillo. We've got an office in Big Spring, both of which opened up in 24. And then, of course, we added our new location on South Indiana. So certainly growing in both terms of membership, in terms of our physical locations, but we've also grown in a lot of the products we're offering this year.
One of the things that we mentioned in last year's meeting that we were adding was value to our membership in membership with benefits.
2024 started out as a interesting year for Alliance, a year of change for, really for Lubbock and anybody who's, lives, who's not on South Plains Electric Co-op, anybody who's on LP&L. We saw a big opportunity to try and step in and help out our community and our membership. And so we partnered with Reliant Energy during that deregulation period, and we were able to secure our members with a 10% discount if they were to sign up with Reliant. We also jumped in and offered a variety of new products. I think one of the most impactful was automating our Skip-a-Pay platform. Obviously, if you don't know what it is, this is the program where as long as you are paying on time and you are a member in good standing, you can skip up to 2 loan payments per year, and you can do it completely autonomously 24/7. And we really feel like that, among other things, was a product that gave our membership a lot more autonomy in their personal finances, but then also really a win-win for both the members and the credit union.
It's actually been really good for our members. Before, the members had to wait till the Thanksgiving in December to ask for a Skip-a-Pay, and now they're able to do it throughout the year.
We noticed that the fraudsters did not take a break in 2024.
Right.
Let's talk a little bit about how we responded to those challenges.
We still have a full-time person. They are providing internal training. They're watching the different trends, not even just locally, but they're looking to see what's going on in the market in general. They're also attending meetings with regional law enforcement to make sure if they're seeing something, we're also being proactive and working to mitigate any fraud that could potentially come our way. The individual is, like I said, is providing internal training through videos and resources. And so our staff is up to date and current on things that they need to be looking for. Dominic can probably touch a little more on this, but he has helped us implement some different software that will help us prevent fraud and look for things that are red flags that we haven't had access to before. And so just some new technology that's going to help us on the front line make sure that we're dealing with the person, the actual person, and not a fraudster.
Dominic, do you want to talk about some of the technology that you helped Amber's team with?
So, we developed like a device that actually is able to recognize if there's a card in there for a longer period of time, or if there's something else in there that is not to be there and will shut off the machine. Another piece that we start to roll out is the authentication piece. So realizing, hey, is it really you or is it someone else that just got your information? We implemented already with account opening. Was also something that where we check like backgrounds, where we check is that person really legit? Is there anything going on? We'll bring that sometime this year to the next level. But also on the positive side, makes the account opening way faster and more comfortable for the members. So it's not just preventing fraud, but also makes the experience hopefully way better for our members.
The verification piece, we just rolled it out. It was in our newsletter that we just sent. They're going to notice when they call into our contact center. It's a different process, but it's going to speed things up and it's going to help us verify the members so much quicker.
I think, just along with the fraudsters too, there's a lot of technology out there. There's people that pretend like they're us. We actually sit in rooms and looked at the deep fake threats that come from, people creating stuff to make it look like Matt or look like me or somebody else that works for the credit union.
Yeah, I could just say to add, I think the best thing to keep in mind is how does my credit union usually communicate with me. If you're not used to receiving a text message that asks for credentials to your account or an account number, or if you're not used to getting a call with that, asking for that information, stop and maybe don't give that information and find a way, a known method of getting hold of us to ask if that was indeed us. Because the chances are, if you're being reached out into a way that we're not used to doing that, whether you're not used to hearing from us, that it's probably not from us.
Let's talk about the rate environment that we weathered in 2024.
Yeah, it was pretty stagnant as far as the loan lending. I mean, we did see mortgage start to trend down a little bit this year, but consumer saw kind of a rise at the beginning of the year, and it kind of held there, and it really hadn't come down.
In 2024, basically the whole first 8 months of 2024, we just had stagnant rates. Fed funds rate did not change. We did see 3 rate cuts at the end of the year, but as of right now, they're not projecting more than maybe 1 rate cut in 2025. Inflation year over year was fairly stagnant as well. Looking into 2025 with the new administration's foreign policies, and they're expecting inflation to have a little bit harder time coming down. So we'll see those rates remain up until we can start seeing that inflation get down to their 2% target goal.
The ACU brand made some investments into better technology in 24.
Yeah, so we changed our phone system to allow some better flexibility, some better analytics ability for our contact center specifically. So they'll be able to tell what kind of calls are coming in, how often, or what the volume is at various times. We'll be able to staff better in our contact center with that. An exciting thing about the new mobile app being developed in-house, I say mobile app, and the online banking, is that we'll be able to add so many more technologies at a much quicker pace.
Our members who are local to Lubbock have probably seen our big construction project on Quaker, where we're adding a whole bank of ITMs, much like what we did at our central branch.
That will be completed hopefully in a couple of months. And what I would just like to tell everybody is, I know change can be a little bit scary. I know that anytime that we're introducing something different, forcing slightly different behavior, that can feel daunting, but really would just encourage everybody to try those ITMs out if you haven't. Obviously all the other locations have them.
We have staff dedicated to that. They always ask, is this really an Alliance employee? And we always say, yes. You can go see this employee in a branch and verify that this employee works for us. So they staff them during regular business hours, the drive-through hours, and they are employees who are specifically trained for the ITMs and can get them in and out quickly because that's what they do.
We're looking forward to a lot of things happening this year. We've got a lot of projects on the horizon.
We've got our authentication program that is being tested right now. We call it Knock Knock. We've got the new mobile app in development. We're going to do a complete website revamp. We've got our Creatio, which is our enterprise-wide CRM. We have some new rewards offerings that we're going to be rolling out for our checking account, so stay tuned on that. But then we also have the new online account opening processes that are going to be much more streamlined, should be much less friction in the process, allow our members to open accounts much faster.
So you can file disputes 24 hours a day. Then you can call into our phone tree to do a dispute even after hours. So if we're closed and the contact center is closed, you can still file a dispute.
Also, when you're purchasing your car now, we've added a few things at the end of last year that are going to be offered this year. And one of them is a payment shield. And then we also have a tire wheel and windshield that has some added benefits to it as well.
And then of course the expansion that we mentioned before into Amarillo.
We're super excited about that. Currently in a lease space right off of Hillside, not far off Sonsi. So if you haven't come by, check us out.
The biggest success though was Amarillo this last year. And because of Amarillo, the success that they had, it really sparked our growth.
We knew our mortgage products were valuable and were popular here in Lubbock. It's a testament to how we've applied our not-for-profit business model to the mortgage industry. And we feel confident that we're going to be able to do the same thing in San Angelo and Big Spring.
Well guys, it sounded like 2024 was quite a year, and 2025 is going to be just as amazing.
Definitely not slowing down, and we're looking forward to it.
Yeah, we sure are. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you.